So three resistors here they have given, and this was the question asked in 2016 March. Easy question. Three resistors of resistances 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 4 ohm are combined in series. Okay, here easy one. Three resistor 1, 2 and 3. All three resistors, this is R1 I will call 2 ohm, this is R2, it is 3 ohm, and this is R3 which is equal to 4 ohm, are combined in series. They are in series. What is the total resistance of the combination? They are asking here what is the value of total resistance. So easy it is. So the first part which is what is the total resistance. So you need to write the formula R1 plus R2 plus R3 since they are in series. So substitute the value. Okay, don't write the answer directly. 3 plus 4. This is equal to 10, right? 9 ohm. So 9 ohm it is. Next, if this combination is connected to a battery of EMF, so this combination is connected now to a battery of EMF. How much is the EMF of that? 10 volt. 10 volt and negligible internal resistance. Negligible means 0. Obtain the potential drops across each resistor. So it is connected like this. If you connect it like this, what happens? The current starts flowing in it. Whenever the current flows into the resistor, what happens? There is a potential drops across this. That means voltage will be dropped. So the voltage drop across this is V1, we don't know. We need to calculate. And the same current passes through the resistor R2 and it drops certain potential, we don't know. We have to calculate. Similarly, the same current flows through R3, the drop of potential is V3, we don't know. We have to calculate it. So B. So the part B which is equal to V1 is how much? V2, V3. We need to calculate. But before calculating that, V1 is equal to I into R1, right? And V2 is equal to IR2. Do you know the value of current, main current? The main current value we don't know. So we have to calculate main current first. So main current I is equal to E divided by R plus R, right? E divided by R plus R we can use. So here E value is 10. So 10 divided by R. R is how much? R is here RS, total resistance in a circuit. So 9, internal resistance is 0. So 10 by 9, the 10 by 9 is 1.1. Okay, we got that. Okay, now the main part which is V1, V2, V3 we can calculate. So V1 is equal to current into resistance. Ohm's law we can use. So V1 is equal to I is equal to 1.1, R1 is 2, so 2.2 volt. Similarly, V2 is equal to IR2, so I into R2 which is 3, which is 3.3. Similarly, V3 is equal to I into, what is the value of I here? I will write the formula first. 1.1 into R3 value which is equal to 4. 4.4 volt. So these are the value of potential drops across each of the resistors. Whether it is correct or not, to check that, you can add all these values. So we need to add all these V1 plus V2 plus V3. If you add all these values, that should be equal to the value of EMF which is connected. That is E, right? Should get. Do you get it? The value of E which is given, which is equal to 10. If you add all these values, 2.2 plus 3.3 plus 4.4, this is nearly equal to 10 you will get. Then your problem is correct. Okay. We'll go to the next problem now. Okay, this is the problem. Okay. So this was the question asked in 2015. Okay, I will make a space over here. So this was the question asked in 2015 March. Two cells, either in series or parallel combination, gives a same current 0.5 amps through the external resistance 4 ohm. Find the EMF and internal resistance of each cell. They are asking both internal resistance and EMF of the cell. So two identical cells. Identical means the EMF of them is equal. Okay. Two identical cells, either in series or parallel. So first here I will consider first they are in series. One is here and one more is here. Either in series, they are connected like this. External resistor is also connected according to the question here. 4 ohm is connected. This is 4 ohm. They have given here identical. Identical means the cell having both EMF and resistance, internal resistance same. So identical. That means this E1 and E2, R1 and R2 both are equal. So here E1 is equal to E2, R1 is equal to R2. That's what they have given identical means. If they connect in series, the current flows in it. The current flows in it is 0.5 amps. This is current. And if both the cells are connected in parallel, if they have connected in parallel here, again it is connected to the same resistor 4 ohm. The current here is again same, they have given same current 0.5 amps. That's what they have given in a question, right? Same current. Okay, now you got an idea about the circuit, how they have given it. Okay, this is E1 and this is E2, both are same, and R1 and R2 are also same. Okay, now I is same, they have given the value of I which is same. So I is equal to, what is the formula of current according to Ohm's law? The current, I will write general formula. So the current according to Ohm's law, current is equal to total EMF. Total EMF or total potential difference divided by total resistance. Right? In words we can write like this, or in symbolic form we can write I is equal to V by R, or E divided by R plus R, we used it, right? It is total resistance. Okay. We are using this now. So the current in both series and parallel it is same, so I will use it. Total EMF, instead of writing in words I will write total EMF divided by total resistance which is in series, and the same current which is flowing through when they are connected in parallel also, right, through the circuit when they are connected in parallel. So E total divided by R total, but they are in parallel now. Current is same. This is series. Okay. Then what is total EMF in series? So the EMF in series, right? Just look at the circuit, this one now. Only concentrate on this part. Here, if two cells are in series, what is the total EMF of that? So it is E1 plus E2, right? So E1 plus E2. If two cells are in series, the total EMF is E1 plus E2 divided by what is the total resistance? The total resistance which is equal to the value of external resistance plus internal resistance, right? But do you know what is internal resistance? One more step I will take for that. Series is equal to E total. What is E total in parallel? So we can use parallel formula, parallel resistance for parallel cells formula. If two cells are connected in parallel, what is the formula of that? I will write somewhere one side, and later total EMF we can find it out. Here I will write. If two cells are connected in parallel, equivalent EMF is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Correct? What is E1 and E2? Both are equal, right? Okay. Okay. Let it be here only, that one. That's okay. I will write here only. E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2 whole divided by total resistance. What is total resistance? Total resistance external plus internal. So that is in parallel. Okay. Next step. Since E1 is equal to E2 and R1 is equal to R2, substitute those values here in the above equation. So what you are going to get, E1 is equal to E2 is equal to E, I will write, and R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R. Okay, so you are going to get 2E, E plus E which is 2E, right, divided by R total, external resistance which is connected. You can write it as 4, they have given it, right, external resistance which is 4. You can see the circuit diagram, 4 in both the case, that is 4, plus internal resistance when they are in series, because we are doing the series part. So two resistors are also in series, so R plus R, it is 2R. Why 2R you are going to get? Because two resistors, internal resistors are connected in series. In series, the formula is R1 plus R2, R plus R here. So it is 2R. This is in series. That is equal to, again you make it same, the values. So this is ER plus ER divided by 2R, R plus R, which is 2R, whole divided by total resistance, which is 4, they have connected. But two EMFs you just see here in the circuit, R1 and R2 are in parallel, right? So R1 and R2 are in parallel, then what is the formula of that? R equivalent. So R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So if both R1 and R2 is equal, we can use R square, right? Divided by 2R, which is equal to how much? 1 R will be cancelled. R by 2 you are going to get, right? That's what I'm going to write here, R by 2. That is in parallel. Okay. Now, so these all are current, right? Current it is. Now, let us solve it further. So this is 2E divided by 4 plus 2R as it is. Now you keep, let us solve this side first. What you are going to get if you solve it? So this is 2ER divided by 2R, right? So one side we can do it instead of taking many of the steps. This is 2ER divided by R, 2R, which is 2R, 2R will be cancelled. So you are going to get E. I will write that one here. Here I will write, so E divided by 4 plus R by 2. Okay, this is equal to I, right? Now only solve these two. Solving these two. Okay, how to solve it? So I will consider only these two parts. So here this E and this E will be cancelled. Alright. So what you are going to get now is 2 divided by 4 plus 2R is equal to 1 divided by 4 plus 2, R by 2. Okay, further you simplify this. If you simplify it further, you are going to get, so here 2 you can take common, 2 divided by 2 into 2 plus R is equal to, you can take the LCM over here. It can be written like this. So 8 plus R divided by 2, that can be taken to the numerator. Okay. So this 2 and this 2 you can cancel. So you are going to get 1 divided by 2 plus R, which is equal to 2 divided by 8 plus R, or 1 divided by, okay, no need to write, 2 only you write, 2 divided by 8 plus R. Now you solve it for R. Okay, I will write somewhere here. So I will write it as cross multiplied, 2 into 2 plus R is equal to 8 plus R. So all these parts you can do it very easy maths. It is 4 plus 2R, which is equal to 8 plus R. So R parts you can take on one side. So it becomes 2R minus R, which is R, 8 minus 4, which is 4. So 4 ohm. So this final answer of internal resistance what we found, put it in a box. Okay. Next, EMF also they are asking. So EMF in a question. So this internal resistance value, you can substitute it any of the equation, above equation. So take one, I can choose it, very simple one I can choose. This part I will choose. This part I will choose and substitute the value of internal resistance what I found here. So I found this one, I will use that here. So that is I is equal to 2E divided by 4 plus 2 into what is internal resistance found? 4. I value also we found it, right? The I value given in a problem itself, how much they have given it. Since we have taken a series, look at the value of current in series. But same they have given it, no problem. Current which is in series they have given it as 0.5. Use that. So 0.5. In both it is 0.5 only given, don't worry about that. Therefore 0.5 is equal to 2e divided by 4 plus 8, and simplify for this. So 2e is equal to 12 into 0.5. This is equal to 6. If you solve it, you are going to get 3 volt. Put it in a box. So internal resistance and the EMF we found. This is the final answer. Okay, is it 3 volt? 14th problem. Okay, this is the question they have given here. Find the power dissipated in the 10 ohm resistor in the given circuit. So the circuit is given here. This is circuit. So the current is coming from both of these. The current is coming from both of these cells, and they will combine. Maybe I will call this is a current I1 and this is the current I2. Both will combine here and that becomes I1 plus I2. So I will call together as I. So that current I will come here. And this current I flows to the 10 ohm resistor. When current flows in it, what happens? There is a power dissipated. The power will be released from it in the form of heat. So that power we have to calculate. The power formula we have, the power P is equal to I square R, where R is the resistor through which the current is passing. So we can use this formula and calculate power. But do you know the value of I? We don't know. And do you know the value of R? Yes, you know it. But I value we don't know. We must calculate that. To calculate the value of current, we can use two methods. One is Kirchhoff's rules we can use, because more than one cell is there, we can apply Kirchhoff's rule. Or one more method is there. Since two cells are connected in parallel, we can use the formula of parallel combination of cells. Okay, now I will use that one, that method I will use. So since two cells are in parallel, equivalent EMF of them is given by E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2, correct? I can use this now. So what is the value of R1 R2? We can take it here. This is EMF. E1 is equal to 3 volt. They have given it here. And R1 value is 1 ohm. This is R1 value. They have given it as 1 ohm. And E2 value is given here 4 volt. And R2 value they have given here 2 ohm. So apply it. So that is equal to, so E1 is equal to 3 into 2 plus E2 value is 4. 4 into 1, correct? R1 is 1 divided by R1 plus R2, 1 plus 2. So we found the equivalent EMF, that is equal to, you calculate it and the value you are going to get is 3.33 volt you are going to get. Check it. After that, so now the circuit looks like very simple circuit like this. This is 10 ohm which is connected, and this is the cell equivalent EMF of that is 3.33 volt. We got it. But what is the internal resistance? R equivalent. R equivalent also we will calculate and write. So R equivalent is equal to, since they are in parallel, we can use R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So what is the value of R1 here? 1 into 2 divided by 1 plus 2, which is equal to 2 divided by 3, which is equal to 2 divided by 3. Is it 0.66? 0.66 ohm. So I will write here, this is 0.66 ohm. Okay. Now, after that, I need to calculate the value of current. The current value. So the circuit is now, it is simple one, right? This is a simple circuit. From this we can calculate what is the value of current. So current is equal to I is equal to, you know this formula, I is equal to E divided by R plus R, correct? We will apply it and let us find it out, the value of I. So I is equal to, what is the value of E we found? 3.33. So 3.33 is there. It is E equivalent and is R equivalent. E equivalent is equal to 3.33. 3.33 divided by value of R which is given, which is 10, right? 10 they have given it here, plus R equivalent, what we got, R equivalent is 0.66. So solve this and the value you are going to get, that is 0.31 amps. So this is the current. So once if you got the current, it is easy to calculate what is the power dissipated in a 10 ohm resistor. So what is the formula of power dissipated? I will do it here. The power dissipated is equal to I square R. So the current we got is 0.31. You square it times R. R value is 10. So the value you are going to get, you square it, don't forget to square, 0.96. So this is the value of power and the unit of power is watt. Okay, put the answer in the box. Okay. You can use the Kirchhoff's rule also for this. Kirchhoff rules, that is KVL, you can apply it and you can calculate the current. That's possible. You will get two simultaneous equations over there. You can solve that, you will get the current. Once if you get the current, same value you will get, and power you can calculate by using this formula. Okay. Now let us take the next problem after this. So I have one more similar kind of problem. Find the power dissipated in each of three resistors R1, R2, R3 as shown in the figure. So this is the diagram they have given it, circuit diagram. So 12-volt battery is connected, and here resistors are also given, R1, R2, R3, they have given it here. Okay, now the same procedure, nothing is there. Just like a previous problem, we will solve this. So first, power they are asking, right? So the current will start flowing here. Maybe you can reverse the battery, or the same way you can keep it, no problem. The current flows here, comes. When it reaches the junction over here, it gets branch. So I1 and I2 over here. I2 current flows through R2 resistor, and these two current will come here, and later they will join together. So I1 I2 will join, so they will join and forms a total current I again. So same current I you are going to get. That current comes here. Okay, now they are asking power dissipated in each of three resistors. So the power dissipated in R1 is given by I1 square R1. Why? Because the current flowing through R1 is I1. And next, power dissipated in R2, which is given by I2 R square. I2 R2 square. And what about power dissipated in resistor R3? It is power P is equal to I current is flowing, right? R3 square. You can use that. But do you know the value of I1, I2 and I? We don't know that. So we can calculate it. First I will calculate the value of I. To calculate value of I, we need to know the total value of resistor in it. Internal resistor is not given. That means it is understood that the value of internal resistance is 0. Okay. Now, to calculate the total current I, we can use the formula I is equal to E divided by R plus R. Internal resistance is 0, don't worry about that. So this is equal to 0. So EMF value, you know, 12 volt, and total resistance we need to calculate. This is the total resistance. So total resistance, I will write RT total resistance here. So first we calculate that RT. So that is the first step. The first step is calculate total resistance, and second step is that after getting that, calculate the current. We can calculate the current by using the formula I is equal to E by R, RT, total resistance. Or this is just a Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R, V is equal to 12 volt. And next, third step, once after getting I, total current, you need to calculate the branch current also, because we need I1 also and I2 also we want. Therefore, I1 is equal to branch current formula, I1 is equal to main current into resistance of other branch. The resistance of other branch here, it is R2 divided by sum of the resistances. They are in parallel here. And next, once after calculating I1, you can calculate I2, fourth step. I2 is equal to, from main current you subtract I1, you will get I2 value. Once after getting this I1 and I2, you can calculate the power dissipated. The power dissipated, this is fifth step. Power dissipated in first resistor, I will call this as P1. P1 is equal to I1 square R1. Similarly, P2 is equal to I2 square R2, and power dissipated in R3 which is equal to I square R3. Okay, so I need to change here also. This is P1, this is P2, and this is P3. So these are the steps to be followed. So let us solve one by one. Okay, the first step, I will use the first step, total R. Now you just have a look at the circuit here. R1 and R2 are in parallel, correct? If they are in parallel, which formula you are going to use? I will write here R1 parallel to R2. Okay. And here these two parallel were there, and that combination is in series with R3, right? So this is in series with R3. Okay, so series means you have to add the resistance value, right? So this combination value should be added with this combination. Okay, we will do that now. So R total it is, therefore R total is equal to parallel. R1 R2 are parallel, so you can use the formula R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Since they are in series, we can use plus with R3. Okay, that is equal to, what is the value of R1 here? 6. Value of R2 which is 3 divided by 6 plus 3. Okay, if you calculate this, plus value of R3 which is equal to 1. Okay, if you calculate the value you are going to get, the value of equivalent resistance you are going to get is 3 ohm. Okay, once again you confirm it, 3 ohm. Okay, next. So first step got over. Next, coming to the second step. The second step is I is equal to, here I will do it. Okay, I will do somewhere here only. Okay, second step, I is equal to E divided by R total. What is the value of E here? EMF value which is 12, and the value of R total which is equal to 3 we got just. So this is equal to 4 amps. So the main current also we got, it is 4 amps of current. So after getting I value, what about third step? I1 is equal to how much? So I1 is equal to, I will do it here now. I1 is equal to I into R2 divided by this one I am using. So main current value you got 4 amps, right? 4 into, what is the value of R2? The R2 value in a circuit, you can see R2 value which is equal to 3. So 4 into 3 divided by R1 plus R2. So what is the value of R1 and R2 here? 6, 3. So 6 plus 3. 6 plus 3. So the value you are going to get, if you solve it, the value you are going to get is 12 by 9, which is equal to 1.33 amps. After getting that, you can calculate I2 value. Okay, I2 value is equal to I minus I1. Use the fourth step. So I minus I1, what is the value of I, which is 4 minus 1.33. 1.3, that is equal to 2.6, around 2.6 amps you are going to get. Okay, check that. Or you can use one more formula of branch current. I2 is equal to main current into resistance of other branch divided by sum of the resistances. You will get the same answer. So now power, coming to the power now. So power P is equal to P1 first, I1 R1 square. What is the value of I1 here? You got I1 square R1, sorry, this one you use. So that is equal to I1 value, which is 1.33 square, R1 value which is equal to, is it 3, R1 value which is equal to 6, R1 value which is equal to 6. So you calculate it and you will get the value as 10.6 watt. And next, P2 is equal to I2 square R2, that is equal to value of I2 which is 2.6, right? 2.6 is there, square it. And what about R2 value? This is 3. You can see the circuit, and if you calculate this, you are going to get the value around 20.3 watt. And next one, the power dissipated in a 3 ohm resistor, right? How much resistor is that? Okay, 1 ohm resistor, that is. So that is equal to I square R3. This one I am using. So what is the value of I? I is equal to, is it 4? Okay, 4 square into R3 which is equal to 1. So the value near to 16, right? 16 watt is the answer. Okay. This is about this particular problem, power dissipated. Okay. Okay, this question we will solve. Calculate the equivalent resistance between A and B. Some 3 circuits has been given here. So the first one we will solve. This is the first one. We have to calculate what is the equivalent resistance between A and B. Okay. So if they have given between A and B the equivalent resistance, we have to imagine the current is flowing from A and coming here, and it reaches here, the junction, and the current will not flow in this direction because it is open circuit over here, and the current will go here because more resistance side the current will not flow. So the current go here and comes back somewhere here at B. It will come. So we have to ignore this resistance. Should not consider 4 ohm resistance because the current is not flowing into the 4 ohm resistor. Therefore, include only these two to calculate equivalent resistance. Okay, there is no effect of 4 ohm on the current. So that is why we are using only these two. So between A and B, the current is same, right? Whatever the current coming from A, it is flowing to R3 as R3 and finally reaches B. Therefore, these two are said to be in series. Therefore, R2 and R3 are in series. If they are in series, the formula of equivalent resistors in series is R2 plus R3. This is equal to 7 plus 5, which is equal to 12. So 12 ohm is the equivalent resistors. Okay, next one we will see here. So this is the second one. Find the equivalent resistance between A and B, same. So we have to imagine the current is coming from A. It reaches the tension over here, and the current looks whether it has to go here or here. But whenever current starts flowing in this direction, it faces some opposition, that is the resistance. That is why it chooses a path, this path. So the current flow here and flow into this 4 kilo ohm resistor and finally reaches B. So here the current will not flow into this particular resistor. It avoids this path. Therefore, it should not be included in equivalent resistance. Therefore, the equivalent circuit can be written as, so this is point A and this is the resistor 3 kilo ohm, 3 kilo ohm, and ignore that 2 kilo ohm resistor and write 4 kilo ohm here, and this is point B and this is point A. So this is 4K. Okay, now the current comes here and the same current is passing through both the resistor. That means these two resistors are in series. Therefore, I can call this as R1 and this as R2. Since R1 and R2 in series, equivalent resistors is equal to R1 plus R2, which is equal to 3 kilo ohm plus 4 kilo ohm. This is equal to 7 kilo ohm. Okay. Next one, the similar kind of problem. Third one, we will solve it. Okay. So here you can see the resistors are connected in this way, zigzag, right? So we can draw a circuit that should be convenient to solve. Equivalent circuit I will draw. So this is a point A, and here I will write the same circuit like this. This is 1 ohm and here also 1 ohm is there. This is 1 and 1 more ohm is here. Okay, this part I wrote. Next, this part I will write. This particular part I won't write. So that is this one. Both are 2 ohm, right? So 2, 2, this is 1 ohm and 1 ohm. So this part got over. Next, coming to the second part. So second is also same way, right? So 1. So no need to write also this one because all are similar kind. So the top resistors are 1 ohm and bottom side these are 2 ohm, they have given it. So this is point B. Now what is the equivalent resistance on one side, we will calculate it first. So these 1 and 1 are in series. If these two are in series, what is the equivalent resistance? Since 1 ohm and 1 ohm in series, their equivalent resistance is equal to R1 plus R2 is the formula. So 1 plus 1 which is equal to 2. Similarly, this part, since 2 ohm and 2 ohm are in series, therefore the formula is no change in it. So that value is 2 plus 2 which is equal to 4 ohm. Okay, now the circuit, only this part I will consider. Only this part I am going to take. This part I will write it here. Now the circuit looks like only two resistors like this. The top one is 2 ohm and here it is 4 ohm. So these two are in parallel. If these two are in parallel, so what is the formula of that? So parallel combination of resistor is equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So what is the value of R1 here? 2 you can consider. 2 into 4 divided by 2 plus 4. So do this 8 divided by 6. The value of 8 divided by 6 is it 1.5? Okay, we can calculate that 4 by 3 it is it 1.33 amps. So this is RP we got. So the total the total value of this is 1.33. So this combination is also same you will get. This combination is also same value, right? 1 ohm, 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohm at the bottom. So this is also 1.33. No need to solve this. And this part also 1.33. Therefore, the final answer I will write. So 1.33 3 times is here. Therefore, 3 into, so final answer, total resistance of the combination R is equal to 3 sets are there. 3 into 1.33. The value you are going to get is 3 into 1.33 is around 4 you are going to get. It is 3.99. Okay, this is the value of equivalent resistance. Three equal resistors connected in series as a source of EMF of negligible internal resistance. So internal resistance should be considered as 0. Together dissipated 10 watts of power. So power P value is given. What would be the power dissipated if the resistors are connected in parallel across the same source of EMF? Okay. So here equal resistors are in series. So I have 3 equal resistors in series. Therefore, I can call R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R3. All are in series, that is equal to R I will call. Therefore, RS is equal to R plus R plus R. All are same. Therefore, that is equal to 3R. So RS is equal to 3R. And this series resistor is connected to an EMF. E, maybe V, so you can call, no problem. V, because internal resistance is 0, you can take V only. So R is equal to 0, they have given it here. So this equivalent resistance is 3R. Now, what is the power dissipated in this series resistor? So that is equal to power dissipated is equal to, we can use now, it is not given, so V is given, right? V is equal to V, they have not given the number, but EMF they have given it here, right? Equal, three equal resistors are connected to EMF. That is why we can write. So V square by R. So what is R value here? 3R. Okay, now the same 3 resistors are connected in parallel. So if all three resistors are in parallel, we can use the formula Rp is equal to R divided by 3, because three resistors having equal value in parallel, we can use this. Therefore, power dissipated in that case, that is equal to P dash is equal to same formula V square divided by R Rp. But what is Rp value? V square divided by Rp is equal to R divided by 3. Okay. Now we can substitute the value of V square over here. Solve for V square. So V square is equal to P into 3R. Okay. Therefore, P dash is equal to 3 times. What is V square? We got P into 3R divided by R. So you can cancel R and R. Therefore, you are going to get 3 into 3, which is 9 times P. So P dash is equal to, we are going to get 9 times the power. When they are connected in parallel, the power dissipated is 9 times the power dissipated when they are in series. Okay. But they have given the value of P here, right? 10 watt. We'll use that. So P dash is equal to 9 times 10, it is equal to 90 watt is the power dissipated in parallel combination. Okay, in the given circuit, calculate first one effective resistance between A and B. So here A and B are this one. This side is A and this side it is B. Okay. Second one, current through the circuit. What is current? Total current through the circuit. They are asking second one, what is total current through the circuit? If you can reverse it, because positive terminal is connected this side, so I is how much. And later, current through 3 ohm resistor. How much current is flowing through this particular resistor? Maybe I will say as I3. Okay. So let us start solving it. Effective resistance between A and B, if we must calculate first. So I will solve first between A and B. So just have a look at the circuit. In the circuit, this 8 and 12 ohm are in parallel. Therefore, what is the equivalent resistance? So you can write it here. Since 8 ohm and 12 ohm are in parallel, so what is the effective resistance between them? So effective resistance, I will call this as R, parallel, right? So Rp is equal to, the formula you must write first, R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So here R1 is 8 and R2 is equal to 12, you can take it. So that is equal to 8 into 12 divided by 8 plus 12. The value you are going to get is 4.8 ohm. Okay, so this part got over. Next, coming to the next part. So here 4 and 6 are again in parallel, right? So I will write it here. Since 4 ohm and 6 ohm are in parallel, So equivalent resistance, same formula you can use it. Previously I used R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. But R1 is 4 and R2 is 6. So 4 into 6 divided by 4 plus 6. So the value you are going to get is 2.4. 2.4. Okay, so this part also got over. Now I will draw the circuit diagram here. So 4.8 somewhere here you got, right? This is what 4.8, and here one more resistance is there, you got it as 2.4, right? This one, this is 2.4 and this is 4.80. Okay, but here in the circuit 3 ohm somewhere here, right, in the main circuit, and here what you have 2 ohm, correct? So all are joined like this. Like it is there. The top one is 3 ohm. So this is what I redraw here. But here this 4.8 and 2 is in series. So I will write that one. Since 4.8 ohm and 2.4 ohm are in series. Okay. They are in series. The formula is R. S is equal to R1 plus R2. So what is the value of R1 here? 4.8. R2 is 2.4. The value you are going to get is 7.2 ohm. So RS also you got. So 2 can be replaced by 7.2, right? This is 7.2 ohm. So now this 2 ohm and 7.2 ohm and 2 ohm are in parallel. So we have to use the formula parallel combination of resistor. Okay. So what are the resistors we got it here? One is 2 ohm, next one is 7.2, next one is 2 ohm, are in parallel. If they are in parallel, so we have to use the formula parallel combination of resistor. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2 plus 1 divided by R3. So substitute the value of all these. R1 here it is considered as first one, which is 2, R2 which is 7.2, and R3 which is equal to 2. This is 1 by Rp. Okay. Next, substitute the value of that. After substituting, you are going to get 0.963. This is 1 by Rp, not Rp. Therefore, Rp is equal to, take the reciprocal, so that is equal to 1 divided by 0.963, that is equal to 1.033 ohm. This is the value of Rp you got. So equivalent resistance between A and B. So this is the first part. So first part you got it. The value is 1.03 ohm. And coming to the second part. So before coming to the second part, the circuit, this entire circuit looks very simple. I will write that circuit like this. So only one resistor I will write. Only one resistor. This is second part I am coming. One resistor having a value of how much? 1.033 ohm, and that is connected to a battery. I reversed it here, no problem with that. I reverse the battery terminals. So the value of this is how much they have given? 2 volt. You can consider it as EMF or voltage. So the current is here. So second part what they are asking is what is the current, right? The current they are asking, current through the circuit. So internal resistance is not given means 0. We have to consider internal resistance is equal to 0. Therefore, which formula you are using? I is equal to E divided by R plus R. R means here this resistance, maybe RP you can call this one. Finally we found it. So E is equal to 2 divided by 1.03 plus internal resistance is 0. The value you are going to get is almost same value. This is 1.94 amps. Okay, this is second part got over. Next, coming to the third part. Third part what they are asking, current through 3 ohm resistor. So to calculate current through 3 ohm resistor, you have two methods. One method is, since all three are in parallel, here it is connected, right? All these three parallel combination is connected to one of the cell. So this cell is 2 volt. So these two can be replaced by only 7.2. So better I will write it here. I will erase these. Only 7.2 is connected. So this is 7.2. So all these are in parallel. So in parallel combination of resistor, the voltage across all these three resistors is same, that is 2 volt. So third part I will do it here itself. Third part. So that is equal to the current flowing through this 3 ohm resistor I3 is equal to Ohm's law we can use, maybe E by R. Which resistor is that? 3 ohm resistor, correct? This is 3 ohm. So that is equal to EMF 2 and resistor through which the current is passing, that is 3. So 2 by 3, the value you are going to get is 0.3 or 0.6. You need to calculate that. 0.66 amps of current is flowing through 3 ohm resistor. Similarly, you can calculate current through 2 ohm also just by taking 2 divided by 2. So 2 divided by 2. Similarly, this one also 2 divided by 7.2 you will get. So if you add all these three currents, you will get the main current what we found in second part, 1.03. You're supposed to get that. Near to that value you will get. Okay. Next problem we will see.